It's week 3 of the National Football League. And
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. They run again with Walker, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. The Seahawks at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Clifton. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher. So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford. A seasoned veteran. We're seeing more chapters being added in Stafford's decorated career. Secured a Super Bowl ring, remains a respected leader, and his stats, they're better than ever. Now we just continue to watch him climb the ranks of the NFL's all-time passing leaders. After the interception, here's Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. From the 17, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Akers diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. So a rocky
rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. To throw on second down. Clifton dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there that's good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back to Walker on first down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Clifton. And this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Clifton. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Clifton. Walker with a grab, left side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Clifton. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Well, the offense trots back out, ready for this next drive, and there's the running back, Cam Akers.
He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down at Stafford. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. On 3rd down, Clifton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford now to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Clifton. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Rams to take over. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
Stafford to Higbee there. Rams 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. They'll get this up to about the 44.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford.
He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Stafford finding Jefferson there. 1st down, L.A.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. And his pass, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out now come the Seahawks. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake. Clifton. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback,
He's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to throw, Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw on 2nd down, Clifton. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken at the 23. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Stafford on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford looking underneath. He's got Akers. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Now here's a look for the end zone. The ball is there.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start.
Darrell Williams, right tackle, the guilty party. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Stafford. Flush to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On the give, this is Akers. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
23 yards on the play.
I
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Give to Walker on the read option. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to throw. Clifton. And Walker has it. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On 1st down, Stafford here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Stafford. A quick pass to Kupp. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from Pater. And right side, they're going to go option here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But, you know, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 16. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Stafford. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Rams take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
He's brought down by William Jackson.
From the gun on 3rd down. Clifton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Stafford now to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Akers. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Stafford. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Dwayne Eskridge on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Clifton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This is the tight end fan. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this down to the 10. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 4-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line, a gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Seahawks are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. To throw is Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Hart.
Complete to number 81. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
41 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, here's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Stafford. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. Well, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
Certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing to start the drive. Clifton. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. On the counter, it's Walker. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifton over the middle. He finds Eskridge. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton escaping the pressure right. And once again, it's Eskridge. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Clifton eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Stafford on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the option, here's Akers. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Going right back to Akers. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage,
The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's got room. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 68 yards. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well